Hello everyone! Today I would like to share to you what is inside my Knitting Notions kit. I would like to start with my needle case, which is a mud Stockholm 100% genuine buffalo leather. I like it because it's very soft, very versatile, and it encases everything I need when I knit travel. As you can see, when you open it up, everything is easily accessible. I have all here my bamboo circular interchangeable needles. Mine is Takumi. I cannot afford yet an expensive one, but this does the job. I also have here my mending crochet hook for drop stitches, which I easily can get on this sleeve. I also have here my locking stitch holder, which is just a regular safety pin. And I have here my yarn threader, which I rarely use, but I like it. It looks vintage and I can just place it in here. Also, I have here my special scissors. Then I have here my yarn needles. I only place two. I don't use a lot, but I have one that has a plastic eye and one is just pure metal. I place it in a container so it doesn't get lost. On this pocket, I have here my stitch markers, which I made myself. I like the colors in this one because it reminds me of church glass windows. And I have a cross here too for my end of row marker. And I place it inside this small tin, and it really just fits in here in this sleeve. I was also able to place my small hand salve because I usually forget to put lotion on my dry hands, and so I place it in here. And it is important to keep your skin moisturized. This one is my cable needle, and I can just place it in here, easily accessible. At the back here, I have the double pointed needles, which I use for smaller circular knitting projects. And I place here a small crochet hook. On the left upper pocket, I have here a plastic sleeve that contains all my smaller knitting notions that can easily be lost. And what's inside is my yarn guide, my thimble, these are my cable end stoppers, and these are my needle point protectors. These are actually erasers, but it's flat and small, so I use it to protect the points of my needles. I also have here my other markers. My cable connectors. As you can see, they're very small and can easily be lost. And I have here a tiny scissor that I can use when I travel on the plane. I will leave the bigger scissor so TSA won't get scared. So everything is placed on this left upper pocket. On this middle pocket, I have all here my cables in different sizes. I label them so I don't get confused. And I put them in little plastics. And they all fit in the middle pocket. In here is my row counter. This is actually originally color green plastic, but I colored it with acrylic so it would look like metal, just to go with my vibe of vintage. But it is very useful for me. This one is my tape measure. This one is real metal, but it's small and flat and can easily fit both in this plastic sleeve. So I put them both in there and they fit in this pocket. In the middle zipper, I have here my bamboo marking pins. I don't know when will I use this, but I just got it because I know as I advance with knitting, I would know how to use this. But since it still fits in my needle case, I just place it in there. And this zipper pocket can contain my patterns, so I can put them in here when I travel. And I was able to also place my smallest needles with cable here, which is the number 1 and number 2 needles. They are connected permanently to the cable, so I have to store them separately. And they just fit underneath here. And so far, that's all I have been using. And when I travel, I can just easily fold everything in here. Fold it nicely. And what's good with leather is that it stretches. So I can just all store it in here. And there you go. Everything is in there. Now, I also have here a foraging pouch canvas, which is actually a foraging bag. But since I don't really forage, I got this when I camp and when I hike. But since I don't use it for foraging, I figured this might be a good project bag. Small enough to contain my yarn and can also clip on either a belt or the or my bag. As you can see, I can just clip it on my bag and I can knit while I walk or wherever I go. So my Notions kit is inside my bag. And everything is just hanging and I can comfortably walk around. And when I don't use it, I just fold it again and it can easily be stored and placed in my bag. I like it. I wish they would make a larger pouch for my bulkier yarns. I also have here, I got this tape measure, but it's quite big. I like the aesthetic of it because it looks vintage, but I just have to leave it. So there you go. This is my Notions kit, knitting Notions kit. I hope you got an idea of what could be inside, and that's it. I enjoy knitting with just bringing these kits with me. So happy knitting!